Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Cousin Cecil, coming at you just to see how you guys doing this week. Pretty much a pretty short, small news week, so it's probably going to be more of an opinion piece of a podcast, and we'll get into it more. We're going to talk about influencer just got the PS5 on Friday. We're also going to see, hey, Xbox might be doing a TV streaming stick, like a Roku stick for xCloud. But yeah, we'll get more into it on the other side of the Cousin Cecil Show. And okay, how you guys doing this week? Not too bad myself. Let's get into it. Obviously, welcome back to the Cousin Cecil Show. I'm your host, Mike Fowler. And like every week, we're going to start off with what I played this week. And I played this little game I've been really wanting to play since maybe, I think it's 2 years old now. Yoku's Island Express. It is it's like a Metroidvania pinball game. You play as a little beetle that lives on this island of animals, and you kind of become the new postmaster of this island. And that's just the story. Majority of the story is just you go through this map, and there's little sections that become pinball sections because you're rolling this ball that's attached to you, and you get little letters. And it's a Metroidvania because while you reach the store, you start learning new powers. It could be also like you could be able to attach to a hook and be able to sling your shot up higher to higher parts of the pinball, or even just to traverse the map faster. It was really good. I platinumed it, so that's number 176 platinum for me. And I would recommend anybody, especially since I picked it up on the cheap for the Xbox. I picked it up on the PlayStation 4, but for Xbox and PS4, it's only like $10 on GameStop. I think the Switch version would probably be the biggest draw for a lot of people that listen to it because it's a really good handheld and it's a pinball game. So it's a really good game to probably see in a portable sense. But it's maybe a 10 hours. And that's you wanting to 100% it and you don't know what you're doing. So it's probably a good 8-hour platinum. And it's really good. It's almost like that same amount of time of platinum like a Concrete Genie. And it has that very heartwarming sense of story. I recommend it, like I said. Yoku's Island Express. And then also, more just a comment that I've been playing it. I picked up also this old game called Metal Wolf Chaos XD. Devolver published it, but it's an old From Software mech game. And judging by, I believe it was originally on the original Xbox. And it's just a republished version of it. It's very old. If you die, you start at the beginning of the level. There's no checkpoints. You're in a mech suit fighting just like a Earth Defense Force style, just little army men or tanks. It's very just more play, no thinking. So it sounds dumb. I'm being fulfilled from it because of I don't have to think about, okay, I re-downloaded it. Only reason why, because I know it's going to be easy to transfer to the PS5. But I have Ghost of Tsushima's Legends. Chalfie blew the horn and asked me and Delvin to see if we can jump in on with them. We all downloaded it, and I just did the tutorial waiting for like to figure out what's going to happen. And I picked the Ronin for my first class, which is because there's 4 different classes for the Ghost of Tsushima Legends. And it's better than it should be. People always give that shit about these single-player games that tacked on multiplayer. Like which is going to get into my conversation, but like Doom 2016 had multiplayer. In fact, even Doom Eternal has multiplayer that feels very tacked on compared to like the Ghost of Tsushima's Legends. And it's pretty cool. They even have like a leveling up system in the sense of to get rewards, kind of like that carrot on the stick. And the idea of this is just an afterthought. Kudos to Sucker Punch. And I'm really more, what I'm trying to say was I was trying to hold off until PS5 because I wanted to see it with better frame rate. Again, you're talking to a person who only has the OG PlayStation 4. So I'm ready for an upgrade. And then also, like I was trying to say, is I do have the Doom Eternal's first DLC pack. I did not turn it on because we're 2.5 weeks away from new gen or next gen. So I'm very excited. I even got the emails, my accessories, like a little charge stand and my Pulse 3D headset is processing. And it's going to be here. It should be on around the 30th like they told me in the email. So more excited just to be able to check it out. I should have pre-ordered a DualSense extra one so that maybe I could have did like an unboxing on video like some of the people are doing it right now. But yeah, that's pretty much my week of gaming. And before we get in, because it's going to be a shorter one, I really hope everyone is coming to see the Cousin Cecil show on a good note. I hope you had a positive week. I hope you got to roll through negativity and get it out your life. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're doing well. And just so you know, someone cares for you. Obviously, yeah, just more of it sounds dumb, but maybe someone wants to hear that. I hope you're feeling good. Because I hope people think I'm doing good too. But yeah, this is going to be a short week of opinion stuff. Like I said, apparently Phil Spencer kind of hinted that there might be making like a streaming stick for TVs of xCloud, which then obviously will be set up more like a Roku, and you'll be able to probably open up Xbox Game Pass and play on your TV without a system. And that's pretty cool. It goes into that more, the idea of, yes, sounds like Xbox and PlayStation are not in the same competition no more. No matter what the Xbox audience says. But it's kind of cool. It'd be really neat if... Well, I'm not sure if it does, but it'd be really cool if PlayStation does PS Now onto TVs. I know they do it on PC and systems and all that fun jazz. Just for a little bit of competition, but back to the Xbox, they also hinted that there possibly might be new tiers to Xbox Game Pass. Like with Ultimate, there might be like a gold tier, platinum tier, which is cool. But also, it matters on what they're going to say. So it's all make-believe right now until it's final word. But it's rumored it might happen. In my head, I'm thinking, what could be a higher tiered thing that makes you go, okay, I'll give them more money. If they're not going to take something away from you now. Because right now, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate gives you console, PC Game Pass, online multiplayer for consoles, and the xCloud for your phones. Are you telling me Game Pass Ultimate is worth $5 more just for a TV without a system? It's in the eye of the beholder, so I'm not going to complain about it like that, but it's just food for thought. What are they going to add instead of taking away to put it behind a bar, a paywall for some Xbox people? Please, at MikeFowler93, tag me in some news just so I know, because obviously this is going to be a short one. I want to just hear from you guys. But yeah, and then, well, this one's really short, but like, we're on the evening of hopefully some PlayStation 5 real content coming next week, or this week, Monday. This comes out because influencers are just received in the US PlayStation 5s. Not the real final models. They're not like the Microsoft ones that had to be returned, which totally irrelevant. I don't really care if it was a prototype model. It is what it is. I just more wanted to say it, not like we got final ones. Whatever. Xbox got a whole fucking month of content because of those, but I'm very excited for next gen. And just more, let's unpack this next couple of weeks. And wow. We got news this week also, like there's that indie game that we talked about a couple showcases ago, that Ghost Runner, which looks like a cyberpunk Mirror's Edge with ninja swords. Look into that one. But it got announced that it is going to get a PS5 Xbox Series X upgrade. Now, I'm not 100% sure if it's the day and date upgrades, kind of like how Watch Dogs Legion will have, or Assassin's Creed Valhalla idea. Because it is an indie game. But right now, I know that on PlayStation, which I'm assuming Xbox has it too, it has pre-order up. It's $30, but you can get it right now pre-ordered for $22. It looks good. I'm saving all my money for launch week. But yeah, let's unpack this coming up weeks. We're gonna go the shorter one first, and you have to take it. I'm not gonna be mean about it, but one thing I do wish Xboxers could do is step back and understand PlayStation does have a better lineup than the Xbox. But we're gonna look into it. So, the Xbox Series X comes out the November 10th, and which is great, but let's be honest, it does not have a library of games coming that makes you need to buy a new system. Xboxers will say PlayStation doesn't have it either, but the idea of what is in our upgraded versions, like Spider-Man, or I think even Sackboy has upgrades, but we have a couple. Not saying they're gonna be good, like Destruction All Stars, Demon Souls. They're all next gen only, so we at least have that, and it's technically more than Xbox Series X. But back to Xbox without dragging them in the mud. You get to enjoy Assassin's Creed Valhalla, like all of us. But this week they also announced the plans for DLC. And that game, it talks to me, but I need to know more of how backstep they did from Odyssey. Because I'm playing Odyssey right now. I forgot to mention, because I just kind of just dipped back in. But, what is it? I really hope they're true too. There's not so much fucking side quest bullcrap just to fill it up. I hope they, like they said, they sound like they made it very minimalistic, and I'm really enjoying this. I'm hoping, but the DLC, back to that. It was definitely looks like they were anybody watch the History Channel Vikings? Let's copy and paste that, but we're gonna switch some shit up. The first DLC involves the Wrath of the Druids or something it's called. But it sounds like you go against like a druid clan. I'm not sure if it's going to be in England you're going to see the Druids, or is it kind of like a Norwegian clan that maybe it's like more at near your home base fighting. Okay, and then they have like a Yule time little like 1 week little bit of events. There's gonna be multiple events for even people without the DLC apparently, but then the second big DLC that's already announced is the Siege of France, which like in Vikings, they do end up hitting France, and they had one of the bigger battles of that season. So I hopefully, not like I said, they don't have to copy and paste, but the idea of hopefully it's a really good, fulfilling DLC, more than even some of the previous shit. Like there's been some, I heard Odyssey has some really good DLC, but you can't admit there is some cluster to that. But you got back to Xbox idea, you get to enjoy Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, it is what it is. Ubisoft's always there for things, but console players will get to have Gears of War Tactics finally. And I heard good things about Gears of War Tactics, but at the same time, it was like a flash in the pan, faster than some other RTSs. So, hopefully with consoles, and it's the idea they don't have, quote unquote, a lot of games to play, and like, new ones. Hopefully they'll get a reimbursement of new players onto that game, and then shit, like, keep pushing out content for it. But one game, because I'm also weird, I like indies. So the Falconeer, if I was going to get Xbox One, I'd definitely be looking at the Falconeer, which is apparently, I didn't know that, it was developed by one guy. So that's awesome. You guys are also getting upgraded versions of Master Chief Collection, and they'll be up to 120 frames for the game, but it's cool. It's glad they have a system that does that, but also without being a tech guy, I don't think it's that hard to boost up frames on a old ass game like that. But it's cool that they're thinking about you, because they know they have a crater of like a gravitational pull emptiness with no Halo Infinite for you guys. Gears of War 5 is going to get a Xbox Series X upgrade, and then apparently they're putting Batista's face on Mark Phoenix, which is I don't know how I feel about it, because I'm used to seeing Marcus Phoenix's face as Marcus. Now I'm going to see Batista, which is really weird. I mean, whatever. But looking a little bit farther out of launch, Cyberpunk comes out for everybody. And I don't think that game's real. In the sense of, I got it pre-ordered, like I said last week. But watching that game, it looks too good to be true. To be idea that it's coming out of it's an Xbox One and PS4 edition coming out on the 19th. And they just say it plays great on PS5 and Xbox Series X now. I don't think it's real. It's just crazy how good it looks. I do hope then the PS5 and the Series X versions are very closer than I think. Hopefully it's not like next year. Yeah, next spring we're going to get you the versions. I just wanted to get the deal. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. That's some good water. But yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. Shit. Stick to Xbox. That streaming stick. I didn't know this. You guys' xCloud servers are under the Xbox Series S frames of like a construct. Like, I don't think that's like the idea, but like if they're gonna contain their server off a machine, they're using the Series S as the machine to portray onto their streaming service. Apparently in 2021 they are going to upgrade their streaming service quality of games to the Xbox Series X version of games. So very interesting for people that are not gamers and not hardware heavy. Like, it might be tantalum. I wonder how much that stick's going to be. I think it would be a big game changer in the sense of, it's hard to even say, but that's interesting too. I forgot to mention that. I'm sorry, that's going to be, looks like fucking 7 minutes after I talked about it. But yeah, we're going to unpack now the PlayStation 5's November 12th. We got the console comes out. Game Informer has been just 2 minutes at a time giving us new information of Miles Morales, where we know Spider Cat is in it, in the sense of a bodega cat that's going to be in a backpack of a skin. It's not like a true like Marvel Universe version of an animal, which like I agree with others I've heard. Spider Ham would be sweet for a skin. Apparently, I didn't know that. There's some story rumors going around. I don't want to spoil it here because I'm a gentleman. But Miles Morales is looking great. They also showed like the different types of gameplay we could do. Like we will have 4K 60, and then that's performance mode, and then the fidelity mode is 4K 30 frames, but with ray tracing. And it is amazing just to even see like the latest footage that we've got was a mall fight inside of a mall with Rhino and Miles with ray tracing on, and it just looks beautiful. They're running through hallways of glass and with reflections, and it looks beautiful. It's great. And again, I don't want to be that person, but it's just out there. I heard there's no true ray tracing for Xbox at launch. They're going to hit it. I'm not saying they're not, but the idea of a system selling at the beginning right now, and like they're like, oh yeah, we don't got that just yet, but it's coming. I'm like, wow. But I've also heard it's because PlayStation actually went out to developers way earlier than other, like Microsoft, at this moment in time. Because I forgot about that too. God damn. It's a game. I just need to. This week was just blink of an eye. We'll watch. The rest of the weeks ain't gonna be that quick. I'm hoping to be November 12th, like tomorrow. But like I heard that's the thing about Xbox. Remember how Xbox has been trying to say they're the best, and like how it shouldn't be that hard to downgrade a different, like the Xbox Series X to Series S. Turns out it is. Phil Spencer said he knows that he made more work for developers, but that's just how, they want to sell a system. But he said that through a Kotaku interview. So, which I think that's fishy, and it kind of goes into the idea that I heard one guy say on the internet, grain of salt, don't get mad, but he said the Series S might hold this generation back because it is work to make games for it. He didn't say that part, but the idea with this new information. And I hope people keep this energy if this is comes true, and then gets mad at Microsoft that they should, if they're the ones that are holding back a system more than for third parties. First parties, PlayStation's going to do it fine. We're going to have great looking games and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, just another food for thought. But back to the PlayStation 5 unpacking. Sackboy, Demon Souls, Destruction All-Stars, and I hope Destruction All-Stars is a diamond in the rough. I want to play that game now, even after just having 8 seconds of a fucking guy with a wolf hat running off a ramp and jumping down. It just kept this idea of a crash test derby with a little bit of Fortnite skinish feel. I hope it's good. And I just wish, I hope they put it in PlayStation Plus before they kill the game. That's all I'm saying, if it is going to happen. Put it on Plus, Shu, before you kill the game system. Or even fucking kill Lucid for doing it, which they've known to do. But we're going to get, like I said, Assassin's Creed also, Cyberpunk, Watch Dogs, both. And for some reason, Watch Dogs for both next gen are going to be 4K 30 only, no 60 frame version. Might be a shot in the foot at the end, but maybe they might update that later. We'll see. But yeah. It was. I can't wait for this week to hear more information, or even like. It sounds dumb, like some quick information that I didn't want to talk about, like Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, which apparently is coming to both consoles. They made it sound different, but they are going to be both at both consoles digitally when it comes out. But they did the loading time test off the PS5's version versus PC, PS4, Xbox One X, and the PS5 version loads in 2 seconds, which is amazing. That's cool. I'm actually want to get that game too, because I didn't play Devil May Cry 5. Because it looks good. I like those hack and slash type of games. And I heard it was always got rewarded during the Game of the Year stuff. Didn't win them, but you know what I'm saying. And then, and also for another thing that's going to be on launch day for our indie game, The Pathless, is also coming out on launch day for us. It looks good. Like I said, it's at the first demo we saw, it kind of looked okay. Like, I didn't know if I liked the gameplay. Like, I don't care about open world wise. I want to have a real direction when I like certain games. So we'll see when it comes out. I don't want to knock it off a first thought because I didn't know. And then also apparently there's already a third-party company already selling custom faceplates for our PS5s. I want to think it's called PlayStationPlates.com. If you want to check them out. I don't know how they got the model number, the sizes just yet. But if you didn't want to have a white PS5, that's one way to look into it. But yeah. AOC played Among Us this week, which is cool, whatever. She got really, I think she almost had like 400,000 viewers during a time frame playing Among Us with all the people. I think, they're going to have the best play with her. But I think they should have got some more mid-tier people. Like, I was thinking like the girl from Girlfriend Review and her boyfriend and their friends might have been better fitted for AOC to play with, because she literally played with like people who played like Dr. Lupo, Pokimane. I think Valkyrie was there, but I'm not sure. I know that Corpse came to play with her, but the idea she played with people that if you took a left step instead of a right step, they can tell you're an imposter because of how long they've been playing with each other and how they know how imposters think. So I'm just saying it could probably be a little bit more entertaining with more mid-tier people. But also some news through updates. If anyone, apparently there's been notice, like God of War, even The Last of Us Remastered, people have noticed some of these older PlayStation first-party games are getting some updates. And people are pretty assuming it's going to be an update that benefits the PS5, because the newest one with The Last of Us Remastered has made apparently the loading times even on PS4 faster. So they've been doing some like updates to decompress some information or compress, however it works. I don't know. I'm not a tech guy. But I think I saw something like it took usually it takes a loading time to like 1:40, and they made it go down to almost like 60 seconds, maybe 40 seconds. So, hey, we'll see when the next gen comes. But yeah, I bet money after I record this, there'll be news. I said, oh shit, I should have said that too. But yeah, it's pretty short and sweet in the sense. While I have you here, I also want to just more touch base because it's over. The season finale of Lovecraft Country, one of the Cousin Cecil's hot picks, is now it's over. And I just want to more do a quick recap, not even with spoilers, but that show was phenomenal. I don't, maybe because it was not superheroes. It might be still under the Watchmen for me, but also that's because of, I don't want to call it nostalgia because I don't have Watchmen nostalgia more than like when I read it when Zack Snyder's game or movie came out, you know. But Lovecraft Country was a scary, beautiful series that gave me chills and frustration at the same time. For like there's some psychological or not real things. But the idea that they mixed it together with real life, like, things of prejudice, racism, I hope, which they should, it should show, like, how it is on the other side of the story. It was really good. I think there was an episode, which I think I described on one of the episodes on the Cousin Cecil show. I wish there was after seeing this one episode involved Atticus, Letty, and Atticus's dad go on like this underground adventure looking for a scroll, and they ended up finding that chick on a pirate ship thing. I want to see like an African or like a non-white Indiana Jones with like a story like that. It was like, that was a great hour episode. I like the multi-universe Hippolyta episode, which I'm saying more of the titles of would be like, you know, you're just talking about it. I liked the season finale was great. I feel maybe it was just me, but there's always that weird feeling when they feel like they might have rushed into something which they could have cooked it down or maybe stretched out a little bit longer. But I think that's just how seasons are nowadays. They just want to get the story and kind of go into the next one next time. The ending of the season 1 of Lovecraft is very interesting in the sense of it leaves the door open for season 2 on a thing I didn't know, especially involving Dee and her situation and her kind of personality flip at the end. She was not hardly in the season until she was around the last 3 episodes, maybe 2. And it's crazy. The outcome is good. I don't know if it's just me as a white guy. I think I'm like, I know we're going to get beat over the head that we're quote unquote evil. But like, you know, it is what it is for this story. You know, I mean, it was great. I'm just more curious on, after the conclusions of season 1, who's going to be the bad guy since they took away something at the end of season 1. But yeah. I'm more wanting to just say, yeah. I guess thank you guys for sticking with me for 14 episodes. Technically 15 if you count the part 2-parter, but 14 episodes. And yeah, it's still a fucking crazy year with this pandemic. It is crazy. But again, if you guys could please follow me on Twitter at Mike Fowler FOWLER93 on Twitter, at Cousin Cecil, CUZNCISEAL, and also on twitch.tv/Cousin Cecil, where I actually streamed the last bit of Yoku's Island, so I didn't really spoil it. I just kind of show you the play style, and I might go back into it because I'm not sure if it's working, but I used this little extension, so if you are watching me on a computer, you can see that I put a little bit of a border with information, like even says like my followers goal. I'm trying to get up to the 55, so we can at least be in a conversation of becoming an affiliate. But yeah, this week's hot picks for comics. This might be a little long shot, but IDW has a issue or a new series called The Last Ronin. And if I wanted to, I could just say, yeah, just go pick up the one that's called The Last Ronin. But it is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic called The Last Ronin. And then just judging by information of me looking up comics, this might be, you might be walking into a banger for the Turtle universe. To me, looking at covers and stuff, it looks like it's going to be like an Old Man Logan, but with Raphael as the Last Ronin. So, hey, it might be really good. It's coming out this Wednesday. And also, just so everyone knows, the Three Jokers, issue 3, the final issue, is coming out Wednesday too. I really insist everyone picking it up just because. TV. I am going to say, a movie. I would suggest everybody should watch Borat 2 on Amazon. It was great. Hilarious. And I wanted to, when I sat back and watched it, I'm like, is this movie going to be like in a time capsule in the sense of you need to watch it now, or can you watch it in 10 years and still enjoy it? But the idea of it's very current eventy, but I think it's still going to be funny in 10 years from now. I think it's going to be it's going to be a classic. It is a very, like I said, very, very current eventy now. The idea of in 20 years or in 10 years, Mike Pence, even if win or lose, he's not going to be involved. He's not a person anymore in the sense of your knowledge. But I still say it's a hot pick. And also, because it's a short week, everyone should check out this show on Netflix called The Queen's Gambit. I'm only on episode 4 out of 7. And it's pretty captivating. It involves the chick, I can't remember the chick's name, but she's magic in the New Mutant guys and sharper chin. I can't remember. She's in that movie Emma that just came out. That's on HBO Max. But The Queen's Gambit. It's about this girl going into the chess tournament society as a girl back in like the 60s, where it was very never happened. And it has some very darker storylines because she's like, without spoiling, but she was an orphan. She learned how to play chess in the orphanage. And back in the 50s, they used to give kids tranquilizers to keep them calm inside the orphanage. Like they were given vitamins and one of them was a tranquilizer. Drugs. So she started playing chess in orphanage with the janitor. And then apparently, because one of her roommates said, yeah, I'd take the green pill, the tranquilizer, at nighttime to hallucinate. So she got super good at chess because she's playing chess in her head, high as a kite, sleeping. And I know it's just part of her personality. It's not a spoiler in the sense of what's going to I'm telling you the events of it. But it involves her having like these addictions. And one of the addictions, of course, is chess. But then the other addictions, like this drug addiction that helps her get better. And it's really captivating. Like I said, 7 episodes. I'm only on episode 4. The Queen's Gambit. Check it out. It's not scary, so it's off the Halloween shit, but the Queen's Gambit. And then music, I want to say, heck, for music, The Valley of Pagans by Gorillaz featuring Beck. But yeah, again, please, add Mike Fowler 93. You like the show? Spread the love. Give me a share. Share the episode. Tell people, hey, he's an alright guy. And again, just to say it because it came out. Hey, thank you, Delvin Cox, for having me on the Delvin Cox Experience. And, it's a great thing. Thank you very much, man. You're a good friend. But yeah, on to next week. Hopefully we'll get more information that I will remember to write down because it was a slow week. Please give me that. It was slow. But yeah, until next time, you guys be good to each other and have a good one. Peace.